Hi guys, Mark Braxton here to review the season finale of season 4 of Drop Dead Diva. Well, where do we begin? I guess I'll begin by saying that there are going to be a lot of plot spoilers here for anyone that hasn't seen the season finale. I also want to make a difference in the reference between the two Janes, so we'll have Dead Jane and Jane. Um, and I also want to discuss the difference between two words that I'm going to use. One, which is obvious, that'll be love. So we love him, we love her, we loved that. And the word yaw, which, if you're wondering how to spell that, it's Y, and as many A's as you want to put on there. So Y for yellow, and A, yaw. Yaw is a dislike, yaw is something that we did not find good at all. So let's start off by discussing some characters first of all. And first of all, I want to talk about Dead Jane's girlfriend, Stacy. Now, Stacy didn't have a lot to do in this episode because of the fact that her life for this season 4, seemed to be wrapped up in the previous episode, which was Picks and Pakes. And that obviously pertained, if you've watched the episode, you would know, to some really weird guy who was trying to claim that he owned the rights to Picks and Pakes. Sorry, not to Picks and Pakes, to her Pakes. Now, seriously, what the heck was all that about? I mean, all of us who are obsessed with the show know that he had nothing to do with the page and had everything to do with it. It was an honest mistake. The pages were stuck together in the cookbook, and poor old Stacy ends up making something that seemed to not turn out into a fantastically thriving career. So was very shocked about that, but pertaining to that, Stacey didn't have a huge role in this finale. The biggest role that she did have was trying to help Kim with some celebrity woman, and that's what I love about Stacey. Stacey comes across as someone who isn't very intelligent when you consider what is and what isn't intelligent in society. I mean, it's amazing. I could sit here and talk to you about the millions of DVDs that I've watched and give you little facts about what I liked about the show, and you'll say, oh, that's not intelligent at all. I could sit here and cite over 1,000 Californian legal codes, and you would think, oh, he's an intelligent man. It's really interesting how society views intelligence itself. And to me, intelligence is about how much you actually retain in your mind, or in your brain rather, to what you find to be interesting. And certainly to what others don't know and what others may need. And in this case, Stacey's love of the celebrity gossip world really helped Kim Caswell out. So that was Stacey's big moment in the sun. Not really much else happened other than the fact that she was very upset, obviously, that Jane was moving out and that Jane didn't tell her, and they had a little bit of a tiff about that. But other than that, there really wasn't a lot to discuss with Stacey. But when it comes to Stacey, we love her. Go Stacey all the way. If ever there was a great supporting actress for Deb Jane, it would have to be her girlfriend Stacey. And after all, the only people that know about her are her girlfriend Stacey and, well, depending on the season, her guardian angel. So, big raps to Stacey. We are a huge fan. Go Stacey. Okay. Now we're going to discuss the world's best assistant, Terry. And Terry also gets a big love. We love Terry. Now, for those of you who don't know, Terry is played by Margaret Cho, who is an amazingly confident, I would say, actress. And to give an example of one of the things Terry would say that is confident is things like, oh, I'm Korean, or, I will never forget the first episode, falling in love with Terry right off the bat, when she was giving Jane the cream cheese out of the can to calm her down. And Jane's line that she used after she had the cream cheese, I used the same line for Coca-Cola. So, you ever see me drinking a bottle of Schweppes Coke? Seriously? Oh, is it Schweppes? I don't know. Maybe I've made a faux pas there. But anyway, if you ever see me drink a bottle of Coke, like Jane said with the cream cheese, I always say that stuff is like Xanax! So go Jane and go Terry. And look, honestly, love Terry, love her a lot. Everyone should look up Margaret Cho's one of her comedy things that she does about horses, horse number one and horse number two. Really hilarious. It's not Terry, it is Margaret, but I found that hilarious. But yeah, I mean, how can you not love Terry? She knows everything that's going on in Jane's world, and yeah, she always finds a way to just be blunt and brutally honest, and it's hilarious when you look at the difference between someone like Terry and then someone like Deb Jane, who is very bubbly personality, very positive, all that. So once again, for Terry, we love her. Okay, let's talk about Miss Caswell. Um, it's interesting, depending on who I talk to, but in season one, I actually started saying to people, from the end of season one, sorry, I can't call her Kim. I have way too much respect for her. To me, she is Miss Caswell. And I love Miss Caswell. Yes, she may be the nemesis and arch rival of Jane, but gosh, she's overwhelmingly professional. She gets into the office, does her job, and leaves at the end of the day doing everything that she needs to do. And I admire her for that. I ask people who do know the show, which only happens online because in Australia people don't even know what Drop Dead Diva is. I'm sorry, sidebar here. I went into JB Hi-Fi. It would have been about a month ago now. For those of you around different parts of the world, JB Hi-Fi is a store that, among other electrical appliances and all that, sells DVDs and CDs. I went into the store a month and a half ago and I said to the guy, "Hi, I'm so excited. I'm finally going to get something that I've been wanting for so long. Do you have Drop Dead Diva?" And you know what he said? He turned around and goes, "What's that?" And all I could think was, are you kidding me? How can you not know what Drop Dead Diva is? First of all, wouldn't he have realized the DVDs when they were shipped in? And secondly, how can you not know this show? It is the best show in the world. I may sound not as enthusiastic as I did with the first attempt I did with this video. This is attempt number 4. But trust me, this show, Drop Dead Diva, has seriously changed my life. I started getting into it last year and have raced through all of the seasons this year to get right up to date with you guys in the US. So you guys saw the finale on Thursday, I saw it on Friday. And yeah, I mean, props to everyone, especially the creator of the show, whose name eludes me for the moment, sadly, but it is on the special features of season 1. That's another thing as well, just quickly. I ended up purchasing season 1 that day, very cheap by the way, which surprised me. And I wanted to go back in and purchase season 2 because I've watched season 1 that many times, but seriously, I need to watch season 2 and season 3. We do not have season 2 or 3 here in Australia, so huge complaints about that. Obviously, there's not enough interest. Australians, you need to get out there and you need to spread the word. It was on our free-to-view channel Go, but it left very quickly due to lack of interest. So my question, if you're an Australian and you are watching this clip, why isn't there enough interest? And if you are an Australian watching this clip who loves Drop Dead Diva, start spreading the word. I don't care how you do it. Vlog, blog, word of mouth. Get this show out there because we need it back on free to air and we need it fast tracked. I mean, seriously, they're happy to fast track the most, I don't know, stupid shows, seriously, that I'm really not a fan of. But when it comes to something like Drop Dead Diva or my favourite show, second favourite show, Survivor, which I love Survivor, can't wait for next season, they don't necessarily do that, so that really upsets me. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I will talk about Kim in part 2, and as well I'll talk about Parker and start talking about the 2 Janes. So this will be the end of part 1, and I will see you guys in part 2. Don't go away, we'll be back right after this.